Hi everyone, welcome back to Grandpa Mark's Hobbies and an unboxing of the 37 Ford pickup 2-in-1 by Revell. It's a 1/25th scale kit, and there's a lot of parts, 162 parts in this. It's category 5, level 5, I'm sorry, category 5. And I've already pulled all the parts out and kind of glanced at them. And I don't really see a level 5 in here, but there's some good stuff in here. I think that's just the parts count. The instructions are the typical Revell comic book style instructions, like we've all seen and worked on. I like these. They're big enough to where I can read them, and they're always pretty clear as to what they want you to do with them. So that's easy enough. Next thing we have is our decals. Northeast Ohio, I still say decals. Check these out. I'll pick them up and try to get them to where there's not a whole ton of glare. Unfortunately, we have the white walls in decal, but that's no big deal because I'm not even sure if I'm going to go white walls with these. The last 2 kits I've built have had white walls. Pretty cool decals though. The crab on there, the surf the beach. It's got the surfboard decals. I'm not sure if I'm going to use those or not. I might just paint my own. The nice V8 logo for the back in both black and white, so it depends on which way you go. And it's also got the Ford script for the tailgate, which will be much appreciated. Some nice decals across the bottom, just here and there stuff to make it look good, and some real good gauge decals. So I'm not sure which way I'll go. I might go with just the stock gauges because I'm going to mishmash both the stock and the custom in this kit. So let's start with chrome, and looks like I just grabbed the stock chrome kit. Or the stock, easy for me to say, stock chrome sprue. But it's loaded. And it doesn't look over-chromed, if that is even a thing. It's shiny, but it's not really annoyingly toy shiny. Where if I hit it with panel liner, it should tone that down to where it'll look good. 5 hubcaps, the lights, no insert bezels for the stock. Looks like tail lights right here. Don't have my glasses on, but that might be a carb. Mirror, something small is on here. Golly, I can't even tell what 72 is, but it's tiny. Windshield wipers, some more tiny. Nice stick shift on here. And what I really like about this kit, and I mean I've never built this before, this is a brand new one for me, is it has the door latches for the inside and the cranks for the inside, along with the door latches for the outside. So that is a neat, I wish more would do that. Just make it easier to paint everything. But there is our first chrome sprue. And we'll go into the next one, which is all the custom parts. So, very nice. Again, it's shiny, but not over shiny. And they do give you 5 hubcaps with this, so that's cool. This gives you, and I'm missing one because I just 2 seconds ago dropped it in Purple Power to see how long it'll take to strip the chrome off of it. So it's been in there for maybe 3 minutes now, and at the end of the video I'll dig in there and we'll pull it out and see if it's stripped. Yesterday it seemed like it stripped my chrome a lot faster than LA Awesome will. But anyhow, back to the kit. Edelbrock covers, chrome. Both of these are going to go in the purple power. I like the grill, but I think I like the stock one better. What I do like is the lowered front end. So we're going to definitely use the lowered front end. These, again, are going to get painted because it has the chrome bezels that drop in there. So we'll have the chrome rings along with the body color. I like that idea. The shocks to go with the drop front instead of those twisty torque ones. Chrome tips for the exhaust, I think that is. Not sure, but everything looks great. It's not overly chromed where you lose your detail. So if you wanted to just go ahead and I want these chrome, drop them in chrome, and it would look good. So I just have a couple ideas I want to try. Our glass, I'm not going to cut it out, but you have clear red for those little tiny clear red for those tail lights, and then your front window with the split, your back window, headlights, and something flat. I don't know if that one time they made an extended version with the extended cab, but I don't think those will go on this. Probably not going to be using those. Now we get into our custom. Here's our drop front end. Check that out. That sits down there quite a ways. Drop front end. Drop rear end. My gosh. It's been a long day. Dropped rear end and our second half. It's got a plastic tire, spare tire. Haven't seen that in a long time. So we can do something with that, or we'll use the rubber. We'll see. I'm not sure which rims I'm going to go with or not. Here's that front end for the radiator. And again, I'm not sure if I'm going to use that. I have other ideas. So we'll see. More of our custom side. We have our headers, or our exhaust. We have our Steelies that are just the... I don't even know why they would call those. Maybe they're a little bit smaller in diameter. Our dual exhaust looks good. And I'm telling you, man, there's the mold line, but there is diddly for flash. This is clean. One more here. This is another small one. This looks like our custom hood and custom sides. I do like the custom sides because they have the nice vents and the Ford logo. You could bare metal foil that real easy and then just drop the decal right on there. And I think that'd look great. We have our stake bed. Nice, easy to paint, good texture on there. So we'll be able to make that look good. And now we got 5. We got 10 tires. So these are a truck tire. They look like, because they have well, they look like a duck tire. I don't know what you call them with tires. Well, no, because now these are definitely truck tires. So these are going to be our streets. Let's see if they're different size. They are. They're a little bit wider on the tread, but I think they're the same height. They feel like the same height. No name tires on both. No biggie. Let's see how white walls would be on that. I don't know if I'd want to try to float white walls on there or not. We'll have to see. But you got 10 tires, which is going to be handy because I need 2 of them for another build. Our fenders. Let me back you up just a little bit, give you an overview, and I'll pick it up. But I love the big fenders. I think I'm a sucker for big fenders on the old cars. Our bed sides, tailgate, it's got the logo on there. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. Let me turn it this way and try to get it in the light. I doubt you'll be able to see that. It's kind of fine. And then the inside, we have our bumper mounts, which I'm going to glue on before I paint anything. Our interior is just flat leather. I don't even feel any detail in there. I don't have my glasses on, but it sure doesn't feel... Oh, no, there's carpet in there. And then our gas pedal. Little tiny bit of detail there. We'll be able to mask that off and do something with it to make it look cool. But again, it's got the latches and the window cranks on there. So that is really neat. And then your tailgate with your light and just tail light hookup. I'll probably be gluing those on early if I can get away with it. Not sure yet. I haven't looked at the instructions. Here we go. Another thing I love is a separate frame for the chassis. These keep getting bigger. Again, big, nice looking fenders. I love the roll-in fenders like that too, where they come in at an angle. Just looks sweet. We have our texture here, the drop for the rubber tire, the drop for the spare tire, and then good detail. I'm going to try, but good wood grain detail in there too. Very good. Looks like a starter, and I'm not sure what these two are for. Our dash, just a kind of a plain Jane dash, which what it would be. It does have the hole for a chrome crank on there to open up the window, which the way that window is made, there's no way you can do that without really doing some surgery. And then a nice frame. It looks straight, hardly, well, zero flash on everything. Zero flash. I mean, that's the only flash I've seen is right there. Next, we have our engine, which is sweet. We have our radiator shroud. We have another set of the covers, intake, the front end. Looks like exhaust. Hoses for the non-custom. Again, here's the radiator, gas tank. And we have a firewall that looks pretty stinking nice. Tell me in the comments if that doesn't look like a starter solenoid. If that's the starter solenoid, then I wonder if that's supposed to be the voltage regulator. And today it is. So what I'll do is I'll wire all that up. The batteries goes right there. So I can wire all that up, take the starter, which goes on here, and run a wire out of the starter and actually bring it up to the starter solenoid. We can do everything just like it's supposed to be with really small wire. Our bumper mounts. These are the original the torque shocks. Pretty cool. Single exhaust, nice 6-volt battery. We can paint that up to be pretty neat. Pulley looks really good. This looks like the fuel pump assembly. I'm not sure. I do know what this is, though. This is our distributor. Goes on the front. And these are cool. They're a lot of fun to do. This is the top. It's got the 2 posts that come out. So we can take and put a piece of tubing right down to those posts and run it up and along the engine and then run our wires out that post. And that makes it a lot easier to run the wires once you get the post bent right. And we'll find a piece of sprue that is post size and just use it, drill holes in it, and just run them out. I mean, it's all Hollywood anyhow, right? But there is that. That is a very nice looking engine. Details are fantastic in this kit. They really are. Now we got our stock rear end assembly, our stock front end, supports, steering rod, gearbox, fan, looks like gas pedals. Looks like I don't have a clue what that is, or that. They might even go together. I have no idea. Look at how thin that steering wheel is. I was planning on painting that wood grain. That might be fun to do. But we have our stock rims and a stock rim for the spare too. Now, I'm probably going to go with these, but lower the body. I think that'll be a good way to go. Our steering linkage, and there is that whole sprue. There's a lot on there. Looks good. Again, that is so thin. You're going to have to watch when you cut this that you don't crush it or break the post going across. But shoot, we got these real good, my real good clippers here that'll do that. And then before I bring the body out, let me see how this has stripped. Let me grab a piece of paper towel just so I don't make a mess. I'm just curious here. It might not have done anything, but yesterday this stuff impressed me to no end. No, maybe it just ate it. There it is, way over here. Look at that. And well, you saw it. And the amount of time it took me to show you all the parts in there, that purple power completely stripped that chrome. So I'm impressed with that. I really am. Now let's grab the hood. This is the stock hood. I'll probably be using the stock hood because I do like that stock radiator, but I want to be able to look through here and see the engine. So I'm going to take my panel cutter and I'll come right along this upper line right here, kind of cutting down at an angle. And if I cut it like a 45-degree angle this way, all the way through on the bottom one here, because I'm not going to use these, but what that'll do is that'll give me a beveled edge going this way on this thing, and then I can take my sanding and I'll have enough room to curl that up and give this a nice finished edge on both sides, where I can take my bare metal foil and run it on this upper piece right here, wrap it around and underneath, and trim it real tight inside here. So when this is on, it looks really good with a nice piece of chrome trim. When you take it off and set it down like this, you know, wherever at a show or whatever, lay it down to where you can see it, that chrome won't look really stupid on the sides. So just something, you know, I could cut it and cut this and do the whole let's fold it up and all that stuff, but geez, I want to do 2 builds this month. So we're just going to stick with what we can do by just cutting that out of the way. And I kind of like the look with, gee whiz, I kind of just like the look of just the top of the hood on there and no sides, so you can really see that engine. So that's my plan. And here is the top of the body. This is molded beautifully. Little mold line right in here. I can feel it with my finger. We'll sand all that out. I want that smooth, even if it's not supposed to be. Right back here on this body panel, I want to smooth that out. Just because, like I said, this is going to be kind of custom, and I want to make as much bodywork look good as I can on there. And then again, here's that line. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but I'll try. There we go. This line runs all the way across and around the back with a little swoop, and then back across on this side too. So that'll give me a ring all the way around this cab of chrome. Everything's going to be painted the same color on the body. The fenders might be painted something different, and I'm going to try something the next time I'm at the spray booth, because I kind of got an idea for a color, but I'm not sure how it's going to mix. So we'll see. And it's all Tamiya paint, just like I've always been doing. But with that, Purple Power really did the trick. Car looks great. Put it in a box. That'll be February 1st. If you're not a member of Grandpa Mark's Hobbies, just go on over there and sign up, because we're going to do a group build in February of Fords. And there's a lot of people out there that love Fords, a lot of people out there that hate Fords. If you hate them, do a junker. If you love them, dig in. Either way, have fun. There's no end date on it, just a start date. So once you get going, if you got other things coming up, it's not a big deal. But anyhow, with that, I will let you go. Again, I want to thank all our... I'm trying to get it there. I want to thank Gallery for everything they have done for me. The Grandpa Mark, if you use Grandpa Mark, when you go to the link that I give you, they'll give you 10% off of anything you get, which I think is a decent deal. I want to thank all our veterans, both deployed and at home. I want to thank all our first responders for everything they do. My gosh, look what's going on in California, and those guys are just nonstop. Last, I want to thank Automotive Model Car Livecast for everything they do. They work their tails off to give us an hour every Thursday, and it's a lot of fun to watch, so check them out too. With that, I will let you go. You all have a great day and a better tomorrow, and thank you very much for watching.